Hey, did you know that we have 26 employees here at UYC in 3 different states and 2 different countries?
But how well do Brent and I know them? We're going to find out today on the UYC show. Welcome to the UYC show. We are all about building next generation leaders here. We're so glad you're here. And today we are going to learn about some UYC staff.
I'm excited.
I know, me too. And anything else? Sorry.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, a few other things. So we're going to, of course, just like we do everything else, we're going to gamify this. We're going to see how well you know.
Gamify.
4 of the staff members, specifically the 4 techs involved with this show. We're going to do this again in the future for the other staff members, so other UYC staff, you're not off the hook. But we're starting with just the 4 of the tech members, including myself, Jesse, Mike Anderson, and Tony Daskalakis.
You said it very well.
Very well.
I finally nailed it this time, right? So the game is very simple. I'm going to present 4 fun secret facts. Oh, not secret facts, but 4 fun facts. And you're going to try to guess which fun fact is correlated to which of the 4 staff members. We're going to do this for 2 rounds. Whoever ends up with the most points at the end is going to be crowned as the UYC staff member that cares more about us. And the loser is going to have a secret, embarrassing fun fact that they already wrote about themselves, revealed live on this show. I'm just going to read your secret out loud. It's going to be embarrassing. Oh. And the winner gets to just keep their secret to themselves.
Okay.
Perfect.
So what if Brent tries to say all my answers? Because I know he likes to copy my answers.
Excellent what if question. I do that?
We do have a tiebreaker prepared. So if you do end up saying the same name at the same time, then the tiebreaker is going to involve the buzzer in front of you. I'm going to give you a classic Bible trivia question, and whoever buzzes in first and gets it right gets the preference for their vote, and the other person has to change their answer accordingly.
All right.
Sounds
no
good.
cheating, Chris.
Oh, no, not me.
No cheating. All right. Here is the first round. Our first fun fact about a UIC show staff member reads, this tech has once had plastic surgery.
All right. Well, I think I know who that is. We might be going to a
tie right away. I don't know.
How confident do you feel, Brent?
I'm pretty not confident.
Oh, okay.
Pretty not confident.
I feel pretty confident.
All right.
Okay. Well, you can explain your reasoning after you say who you think it is in 3, 2, 1.
Jesse.
Why do you guys both think Jesse?
Might be because I potentially could have heard something like this before.
And it might be that I might have also potentially heard something like this, but I can't remember exactly. I just remember there was a unique thing about some skin damage, something to the head.
Okay.
Is that questioning? I think so.
I think that
now,
sounds right.
Some of these fun facts don't just apply, because some of them have shared stories that actually might apply to more than one of us, but the guess is just who submitted this.
Okay.
So you guys both said the same thing. So one of you is going to need to answer this Bible trivia question to keep the answer of Jesse, and the other person has to change their answer and potentially get it right, but that will be at the end.
Potentially get it right.
Potentially get it right.
Potentially get it right.
All right, I like it.
Here is the next fun fact.
Fun fact.
This tech was once a JV lacrosse captain, but was immediately demoted following their first game.
Wow. Interesting.
That's pretty rough.
That is rough. Okay, I'm kind of down to 2 guys. I think I'm ready.
I'm down to 4.
4 out of 4.
4 out of 4. Really narrowing it down for us, aren't we?
Right. Getting it
Well, if you're
real
confident about
nice
the Jesse
in there.
one, then maybe it's 3.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Unless you're not confident about the Jesse one.
Oh, maybe he threw you off.
I
Maybe
do
you're not
know.
confident
I
now.
do not know.
All right, well, let's
All right,
go
I
hear
think I'm
your
ready.
guesses in 3, 2, 1.
I'm
Tony.
going Jomel.
Okay, 1 vote for Tony, 1 vote for Jomel.
I'm voting for Tony because he always amazes me with sports that I don't know very many people play. And then he was like badminton. He did all this stuff, and so
That's right. We all know about Tony being the varsity badminton captain.
I knew that. And
We
so I
know
was thinking that maybe you went from lacrosse to badminton at this
Good
particular
transition.
juncture. So
And why do you think me?
Because you're the most sporty.
ooh,
I don't know. Jesse's a pretty.
Jesse's a
athletic-
basketball
comment.
dude.
he said Jesse's got no comment. He's still surviving his skin graft.
I'm talking about like multiple sports.
Multiple sports. Okay.
Jesse's like the
Is
basketball
he just a
guy.
basketball? I don't know. An athlete's an athlete. but
true.
we'll see.
No comment.
I said sporty.
Jesse
I
is
didn't say
close.
athletic. I said sporty.
Jesse
I
is
didn't say athletic.
Jesse is closing his eyes with disdain. He was closing them, and they were like shuddering, like you're hurting his feelings.
We're
Jesse,
not
I'm with
supposed to
you.
give away any hints, Jesse.
You are the most sporty to me.
Thank you.
Brent. Thank you. I appreciate it. Someone believes in me.
Jesse's the most athletic,
That's true.
but
Okay.
Jomel's the most sporty.
Okay, I can see there could be
I
a
feel like that's an
difference.
insult. It's like, we get that you like sports. You're just not good at them, like Jesse.
Backhanded compliment.
It's like
That's what that one is.
armchair
backhanded
armchair
compliment.
quarterback. We get it.
That's fine. I'll take
You're
it.
not old enough for that, bro.
Armchair
I
lacrosse
accept it.
captain.
All right, let's get to the next fun fact. Also sport related,
Oh.
this tech was referred to as the most capable and consistent player by his coach on the JV soccer team without ever touching the ball.
Wow. Most capable and consistent without touching the ball.
I'm so confused.
This might be another one of
Okay.
those sporty but non-athletic situations.
Yeah, I think
Who
so.
could that be?
Yeah,
Is he
I-
trying
I-
to give us some hints?
Yeah, I
What's
don't
going
know.
on
I'm
here?
gonna. I've got to guess. I
Okay,
don't know if
I've
it's
got to
right.
guess too.
All right, let's hear your guess in 3, 2, 1.
Jomel.
So you guys just flip the Tony
We're
and
just
Joe
flipping
one.
it so that way somebody's gonna be definitely right and somebody will be definitely wrong.
Well, that means that
Or
you
we-
guys are both
or-
guessing Mike on this last one.
We
but
both might be wrong.
Someone's gonna have to switch one of those answers. So
Yeah.
okay. So why do you think
That's just off the wall. I never.
both of them are pretty
It's-
self-deprecating
Mine
athletic
is just a
achievements?
shot in the dark, man, because I don't even know.
All right.
I'm just going through the list. I was gonna name everybody one time
Yeah.
before we went back for a second. So
Okay.
did you already say that there was one question per person in correlation for the whole first round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't paying
There's
attention.
one per person in each round.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to the last.
I was just gonna choose one of each person.
Not a bad strategy. Here's the last fun fact. This tech has had the displeasure of eating dog.
Oh wow. Okay.
Initial thoughts?
I think
Well, I have thoughts.
I'm not a tech, but I have also had that displeasure. So
Can I
Really?
pick Brent?
You had a displeasure of eating dog.
yeah,
Are
that
you
makes me sick
surprised
thinking
by
about
that?
it, bro.
Just slightly.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Well, we're going to have to hear your guess
Uh,
in 3, 2, 1.
Tony
going with
again.
Mike.
I'll go with Tony.
Okay, so Tony's doubled up for Chris, so
Yeah.
you will get a chance to switch. And Brent's going with Mike. Now, we do have to address the tie in the very first one, which this tech has once had plastic surgery. So I have a Bible trivia question for you, in which you have to buzz in. Whoever gets it buzzes first gets to take a shot at answering the question. If neither of you get it, I'll jump to the second question.
Cool.
Your question is...
That would be sad if neither of us got it.
There's a lot of questions in
I was
the
about
Bible
to say,
that I don't know.
we are youth pastors here.
There's
I
a lot
mean-
of obscure things.
Based on your first one that you read earlier, it should be pretty easy, hopefully. I guess.
Oh,
maybe
no,
not.
there's a jump.
Okay,
All right, well,
okay,
let's
okay.
see. Which human author wrote the most words in the Bible?
Oh, see, that was gonna be.
Jeez, I was ready to
Right?
buzz right away. Moses.
You are correct. Moses did
win.
write the most words, so you get to
I was
lock
gonna
in
say.
Jesse.
Okay, I'm
which
locking in
Brent
Jesse.
doesn't mean that you're wrong, but who would you like to switch?
Well, that's the only one that I was confident of, and so it doesn't matter to me.
Take your chances.
Okay, I'll say Mike.
Okay. So
All right.
Mike could.
Hey, and can I go ahead and ask a question before we go
Sure.
forward? Did Moses write any words at all, or was it his scribe? I'm saying Paul, which
Paul
also
wrote-
might have been a
Did Paul
scribe.
write, or was
It
there a
also might have
scribe?
been a scribe.
Paul did write the most books.
It'd
But
probably
could
be
have been a
Luke
scribe.
if it wasn't Moses.
So
Oh,
here
man.
are our 4 facts now
So he's
shown
got
on the
2.
screen. We're going to go ahead and go down one by one. The first fact, this tech once had plastic surgery. That point
Be Mike.
goes to Chris. That was in fact
yeah.
Jesse.
That's the only
And
one I knew.
Jesse, you told both of them this.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
apparently
I
they
don't remember
told me
how,
that.
but I
I've known
remember that
these
it
guys
came
for
up.
years, so-
I remember that it came up.
Yeah. It is hard to think of something that they
It
don't
is.
know.
It is tough.
I've only known them for a year, but I've shared almost all my embarrassing stories.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stuff that I don't know because all
all
the rest of
of
these
them.
I'm
That's
just
true.
guessing at.
That's fair.
So-
Well, the next fact. This tech was once a JV lacrosse captain, but was immediately demoted following their first game. That was Jomel De Los Santos of the Otay Ranch Mustangs.
Yes.
Wait, why are
No.
you saying yes? That was
That's what I guessed.
No,
No,
you
you guessed
didn't.
Tony.
You said
I think
Tony.
you need to check the record.
Oh, I
the tape.
remember the records. So that is
I'm with you.
2
2-0.
points.
Oh,
2-0
man.
for
2-0.
I am telling my embarrassing story.
Well, we'll see. But we do have another round. That means that the third one, this tech was referred to as the most capable and consistent player by his coach on the JV soccer team without ever touching the ball. And he wanted me to add the note, this was because he was the water boy. And that was
Tony
Daskalakis.
All right.
So that is 3-0
I think you're going to get a point here,
for
though.
Chris.
I get
But
one.
that
think
does
very
mean
likely.
that the tech that had the displeasure of eating dog was not me, but was
Nobody
in fact-
said it. Nobody said it was.
I know
Oh,
what that was.
I could see the initial thoughts that Chris had.
Oh.
But that was in fact Mike
Oh,
Anderson.
I should have said
Yes,
Mike.
me and Mike have had.
I could have had a perfect 4-0.
So care to explain? Mike's not here to explain. I'm curious because I've never done this.
I was
Yeah.
on a mission
Mission
trip.
trip. Yeah.
Of course.
In I don't want to say where because I don't want to indict anybody.
Yeah.
Died a specific race or culture.
Yeah, I will say it was in the United States.
Oh.
And it was in a culture.
Wow.
It was in a culture that they brought in some food for us. We're sitting on the ground, and Lord's truth, there was a smell that entered the room.
Did you know before or after?
No, way
didn't know
after.
till
So
Okay.
we were sitting in the room, and we're all on the ground, and the church culture had come in, and they were feeding us, and we had been working for the whole week, tired, and I smell a smell, and at the same time, somebody that appeared to be maybe homeless, he soiled himself, came in and sat down with us.
Wow.
So I thought
assumed it
I
was
thought
him.
that the smell was the guy, but the smell was the thing that I was getting ready to put into my mouth, and it was terrible because the church is looking on, everybody's there, and I was like, this can't be legal, and
How
I
did
was
it
like,
taste?
I was trying not to throw up, I was gagging and like trying to keep food from coming out of my face. It was the most terrible thing.
How was it seasoned?
I don't know what the seasonings were. It was just it tasted like feces. It was terrible. And I don't know. They might have just cooked it wrong. Maybe
They're probably cooked wrong.
maybe there's good dog
You
out
should
there.
be able to cook any meat right.
That's true.
I would
I
like to
guess.
go with that, but this meal and so
Not
the
good.
the church didn't want to tell me what it was.
Fair enough.
And
Until
so I had
after.
to talk to some people afterwards, and it was
Wow.
quite disturbing. So
Yeah,
I want to hear Mike's story. So Mike,
Yep.
please inform me on how you
The
got to that
displeasure
point.
of eating dog.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do, Mike. Let us know.
Oh.
But we do have to move on to our next round. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Round 2.
All right, that brings us to our second round.
All right.
We are not playing by round, Brent, but we are playing by points.
Got you.
That's
So
right.
whoever has the
That's
most
right.
points by the end, and Chris is up 3-1.
Got it.
But
All
our
right.
first fun fact:
Got it.
Here we go.
this tech has a pipe dream of someday becoming a falconer.
Okay.
Initial thoughts.
The words that are used in here lead me to believe in somebody for this.
I think all four of us
and
can use
that's
the term pipe
that's what
dream.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just
Has.
Don't-
So this
don't
is still
worry.
a current dream.
has a pipe dream. Yeah, current dream.
Still
Is this
has.
your dream, Jesse? I think I'm ready. You got
No
any
comment.
thoughts on this? You're trying to keep it close to the vest. What's
I'm
going
just-
on?
I'm just wondering who has a pipe dream of becoming a falconer. How do
Oh,
I
come
work
on.
close with
you
these
guys
people?
got to know this one.
Could be any of us, but we need an answer in 3, 2, 1.
Tony.
I don't see why they're so confident that it's not either of us.
I know Jesse better than the other three of you, so I have never heard him talk about falconing.
Or
Valkyrie.
use the word pipe dream.
Wow.
That's very true. I've never used that term.
Yeah.
I have plenty of pipe
Oh.
dreams, and so does Mike. But here's our next fun fact. This tech has a brief
Oh.
appearance as an extra on the set of Anchorman 2.
Okay, I think. Oh well, I'm between two here, but I think I'm ready. I'm gonna. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
wait a minute.
All these initial thoughts are, okay, yeah, I think, okay, yeah.
Well, I don't want to give away
That's
my
fair.
thoughts here, because I have two initial thoughts. But
Go ahead,
Fair
share,
enough.
go ahead and share your initial
I'll,
thinking.
I'll go ahead and keep that
Well,
right here.
Let's hear your answers in 3, 2, 1.
Mike,
Tony.
All right, one for Mike and one for Tony.
I'll
I
share
don't.
my-
I don't know why.
I'll share my thoughts
yeah, please
now.
do.
Jesse I believe, was in New York at the time.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
No comment.
I think.
Okay.
Tony, I think, was probably too young. So I'm thinking between our two elder statesmen of the tech team, Jomel and Mike, I was a 50-50 bet, and I went with Mike, so we'll see.
So my confusion is, I remember having this conversation.
Oh.
And so I know somebody that
know somebody that was...
I know the day.
Oh.
I know the day that it happened.
Oh.
And so they were taking open cast calls in San Diego.
Then it wasn't Tony.
For the follow-up.
You didn't know Tony then.
I knew Tony, 2 years ago?
Anchorman came out like
3?
7 years ago.
No,
No,
Anchorman 2?
Anchorman 2.
2.
Anchorman
Yeah.
2. I've known Tony for a couple years.
It probably came out
I've known
6 or 7
Mike.
years ago.
I've known Mike longer, so I remember having a conversation. Dude, if it's you, Mike, props.
Well,
I guess Tony. So I'm gonna get.
All right.
We will move on to our next fun fact. This tech was simultaneously accepted to Harvard,
Oh.
but denied at SDSU.
Wow.
This does not mean that this tech went to either of these schools, but just accepted to one and denied to the other.
Very interesting fact.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't pick Mike. Not that I would want to.
You can.
Well, I guess I could, but I'm not going to pick Mike. We'll just say that. I'll give you a little bit more since you're so far behind
Since I'm
A
already
ball.
so far done.
All right. Well, let's hear your guess in 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna say
Jomel?
Mike.
I have nothing to say about that because I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, of course.
But
Oh,
last,
man.
our
That's-
last and final.
that's
And don't
an
forget,
interesting
some
fact,
of these
though.
have to be changed up, so you do have to change the first one.
Yeah.
Someone will have to change the first one,
Right.
and we'll see.
That's
Okay.
an interesting fact.
Our last fun fact. This tech, at one time, had a severe fear of werewolves.
All right. Severe fear of werewolves.
Wow.
What a fact.
Don't we all currently have that fear?
I mean,
No comment.
If I run into a werewolf, I'm pretty gonna be afraid.
I'm
Pretty going to be.
pretty going to be afraid.
I'm just telling you
I think
that
some of those words are
but
mixed up.
that's
there.
true across the board.
Would it be a severe fear? That's the question.
Bro, if you run into a real werewolf, I guarantee you'll be severely feared.
But they might think I am a werewolf because
Some
of the
people
amount
are
of
just
hair.
more afraid of the thought of it than others, though.
That's true.
Like, I would be afraid if I saw it, but the thought of one, who knows?
Yeah.
how I
That's
feel.
true.
You could be even more afraid.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Fight or flight kicks in.
Well,
here.
let's go ahead and hear your
Okay,
guess.
I'm ready.
Kick him
In
in the-
3, 2, 1.
Jesse!
Well, we are going to have
Okay.
All right.
some changing. So
Yep,
the first
two
round.
changes.
Let's get our Bible trivia
All
questions
right.
out here. So you both guessed Tony to be a falconer. Again,
Yep.
we all know what a pipe dream is. And we all have equal access to falcons. So I need to know with a buzzer, which New
I
Testament
think
book
I'm going to let you win this one.
includes the Sermon on the Mount?
I already know it. But I'm going to let you have it.
Matthew.
Because I just want to switch it because of this
Because you want to change it? Go
I'm
ahead.
going to say
Are-
Jomel.
Correct. So, Jomel,
Mr. Falconer over there.
Pipe dream.
no comment. But well done.
I bet you it's going to be Tony, though. I should have played for the points.
All right,
That's
well, we
all
do
right.
have another question.
You're so far
you
ahead,
did
it doesn't matter.
You did both guess Jesse on the last fun fact. So I need to know what was most likely the first of Paul's letters written.
The first of Paul's letters written would have
Chronologically.
been
Most likely.
most likely,
Most likely,
yeah,
the
most likely
chronologically of-
would have been
This is a hard one. I
know.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Colossians.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Brent, you have a guess. Yes.
Galatians.
Incorrect.
Cool.
Are we gonna keep going or?
Oh, I guess we'll move on to
We
a
can name
so
them all.
do another one.
He's got
you want to
13.
keep going?
Philippians.
No.
What'd you say?
Yeah, let's go sudden death. Whoever gets it first.
You go now.
Thessalonians.
Which one?
First.
You are correct.
Yes.
Oh, all right, all
It
right.
was first.
I didn't say second.
So you can keep Jesse.
yeah.
Now, who do
you
you?
should have said second.
Yes,
the
Second
second
Thessalonians was
okay.
the first book written by Paul.
My guess for
He
werewolves.
went backwards.
I guess I'll say Tony.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and reveal our answers.
These are some interesting facts.
Right? Good job on the facts, guys.
Except for that first one.
I've known you guys for a while, and I'm still thrown. You know what? You're right. I had that conversation It was with. I think it was with Mike.
I told
Mike
you,
was the
man.
anchor
I
man.
told you.
You're right.
It's got to be like 6 or 7 years.
It's got to be
since
somebody
Anchorman's
that's
come out.
that I've known for a while,
Yep.
and I haven't known Tony that long.
Nope.
You're right.
And you
So-
haven't known Jamel that long, and Jesse wasn't.
Well, I
in
knew
San
it wasn't
Diego.
those conversations. I knew it was somehow. Bummer. I'm out of point.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
This tech that had a pipe dream of becoming a falconer
I should have played for the points. Dang it.
was in fact Mike.
Oh.
Oh no!
No, I said that wrong. I said that wrong.
Wait,
I messed up.
All my
I messed up.
stuff.
You messed that one up, bro.
I messed up.
He
I was
meant
thinking
to
about
say the
something else.
Anchorman
Let's
one.
say it
He
again.
meant
Let's
to
say it
say the
again.
Anchorman
Let's
one was in
reset.
fact
All right.
No, it's funny.
Reset,
Leave it in.
Reset.
Maybe. Our first fun fact.
The
This
standard
tech
Brent.
has a pipe dream of becoming a falconer. That was definitely Tony.
Oh,
Yes.
Dang it. I should have played for the points.
You're still up, bro. You're
I
up
know.
by 2.
You're up
3-2.
Remind me, what
And I'm
was
getting this
what
one
was your
too.
guesses for the second one?
I said Mike,
And you guessed.
which is
I said Tony.
it is in fact
guessed Mike.
Mike.
But I take
All
it
right.
back. It is Mike. I actually
It's
know
totally
it. I know
Mike.
it's Mike now.
You know
So
what?
it's
I remember we
4-2.
had a conversation. I can't remember.
It's
but
4-2.
I didn't ask. Does anyone want to make a change?
Oh, you said no changes.
Yeah, I
Did I
choose
say
Mike.
changes?
No.
I choose
You
You want to
Mike.
choose Mike?
I had the conversation with him. Remember, bro? We talked about it, or you posted it or something.
Well, this tech was me.
Oh.
You guys are
See?
so
okay,
bad.
I told you
It
I was
was
50-50.
I was on
I was
Anchorman
thinking that
too.
the whole time.
I was
knew
50.
it.
I was giving you a chance.
I knew it was Jomel or Mike because
We did have a conversation. I think I brought
I
it up.
think
Was
you
it?
might
Oh
have.
my
We
gosh! I
talked
knew there
about
was a
it here,
conversation.
one of the podcasts.
Yeah,
did?
that's 7 years ago. I was on Anchorman
See,
too.
7.
Yep.
That's
If
a long
I
time.
can find the image, go ahead and show the clip of me on Anchorman 2 right now.
Let's bring out our world-class trainers here. Jesse and Paula.
Nice.
If I found it, there it is. Yeah,
That's
you barely
awesome.
see me. I'm just wearing a red shirt. You just see the camera go by, and I did freak out in the movie theater though, and I did yell, "It's me! It's me! It's me!"
So I had to have known somebody else because I didn't know you 7 years ago.
Well, possibly.
And I've
Maybe
had a
back then. Maybe
conversation.
Mike. What if it was? It could be both of us. But that does mean that the tech that was simultaneously accepted to Harvard and denied at SDSU was not me,
Tony.
but that was Mike.
I got that right.
Wait. But
I
he-
was accepted to SDSU.
He went to SDSU. That
Doesn't mean that he.
At one point, he was
at
accepted
one
to Harvard
point,
and
he
did
was
SDSU, and
denied.
then he went back.
That is
Yeah.
not nice.
At one point, he was accepted to Harvard and denied at SDSU.
Do you know what's nice? It's nice that it's 3-3.
I know, and I know what's going to happen here.
Meaning that the last one, this tech at one time had a severe fear of werewolves. Surprise, is actually Nate Landis. No, I'm just kidding. It's Jesse. It's Jesse. It's definitely Jesse. Jesse, tell us about your fear of werewolves.
So when I was young, probably about 6 years old, we saw a Red Riding Hood movie, and it was like really corny, but the werewolf had like the graphic for it was that he'd like his mouth would like extend, he'd shove people in his mouth hole, and then he could transform into them. And so I was
I
freaked.
don't know this version of
I
the
did
Red
not
Riding
watch
Hood.
that Red
I
Riding Hood.
I was
Oh,
so
wow.
freaked out about it. Afterwards, I'm like, wait, we got to watch something. Let's watch Chicken Little. So we watched Chicken Little. But from that moment on, for about 7 straight years, till I was like in 8th grade, I was deathly scared of werewolves. I would,
All right.
at any time when it was dark, when I had to take out the trash, full sprint out, full sprint
Oh,
in.
man.
When I shut my light off,
Did you ever
I'd
drop the
hop
trash?
into my bed and cover myself fully and just
Oh, yeah.
stay there for like
That's
5
that's
minutes.
the sportsman. That's
Did
how
you
the
ever
sportsman
did you ever
developed.
drop the
Oh,
trash?
Sporty,
never dropped
athletic
it.
guy.
Always
Athletic
made
guy.
it to the curb. Always made it to the curb.
That's how the athletic guy started.
I would just like full
fear of the
sprints
wolves.
I
and-
would like to contest this because Mike went to SDSU.
I know.
Just says
Hey.
that he was at one point accepted to Harvard and denied at SDSU.
And
And at one point it says simultaneously.
Yeah, simultaneously.
And I contested the first one, and nobody listened to me.
Yep.
Moses-
Well, that means
Moses
that
didn't
our
write
winner
nothing.
with a comeback is in fact Brent. Is that 2 weeks in a row?
Did I win the candy one?
There was no.
There
winner.
was no
It
winning.
not 2 weeks
Oh,
in a row,
yes, there
but
was. I
two
had a
games
bunch
in
of
a row.
candy.
I know, right? We all kind of
Everyone
lost.
won.
But 2 games in a row, I think.
man.
I think
That's
so.
two
Yeah,
games.
because the last
Hey,
one was Sunday School Musical.
That's
the
right.
winning streak
So,
has changed.
so Chris,
The tides have changed.
please send me your embarrassing story,
All right.
and I will read it in front of the camera now. All right, and it just took a few minutes, but I do have Chris's embarrassing story on this paper in front of me. And Chris, it is now going to be read in front of all of our
gonna
ones of viewers.
I'm going to be so embarrassed.
Here we go.
Get ready.
Chris's fun fact. I
Or
once
embarrassing.
peed my pants at summer camp. But then he adds on, this was 100% on purpose. I was the youth pastor. Embarrassment is not something I feel. Hugs, kisses, Chris.
What is wrong with you? That's how come youth pastors get
Someone
fired.
help this guy.
That should have been embarrassing.
Bro.
It actually took Chris the longest time to write an embarrassing fact.
He couldn't
because
find out. He couldn't think of something.
Nothing embarrasses Chris.
We had to bring it up.
Oh,
Have you ever
man.
peed?
Yeah, and then,
Yes,
like,
I
I
did.
kept asking, like, do you do this? And he
On
says, yes.
purpose.
His answer was yes to everything, but he just wasn't embarrassed by anything.
He lifted up his shirt in church. Didn't see anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, yeah.
Oh man.
So, go figure.
Where's your decency,
you're
man?
gonna have to think of a better punishment next time.
I know, I forgot. Embarrassment does not phase Chris, but
No, but it's funny that he's not embarrassed by it. To me, that's even better. The
is
fact that you
hilarious.
just go to youth group and you're climbing and you're like, now I'm peeing, and you act like that's fine.
hey guys, look.
Pants on,
He's all,
100%.
he's all shaking his leg. It's all dripping down on the kids below him. Bro, that's assault. That's a bodily fluid.
Oh.
Anyways,
Wow.
it is a fun thing talking about how well you guys know your staff, and
is
we
fun.
have grown very close. I mean, I'm one of the newest staff members, and I feel like you guys are all already family.
Yeah.
But Brent, feel free to talk more about.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I was trying to think of something about getting to know each other, and I just got done preaching over this last weekend in Mark, and in chapter 3, as you have probably looked through Mark before, Jesus picks disciples, and I don't know if you've ever thought this, but the disciples that I would pick aren't the ones that Jesus picked, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of like one of those things. Like we've said this before, I always bet on the wrong
horses.
horses. I think this one would be a good choice or whatever. But the Bible says this, that he came to appoint the 12 in Mark chapter 3. Is that mine? Oh, somebody else's phone. In Mark chapter 3, he came to appoint the 12, and that they might be with him, and that he might send them out to preach and to have authority and to drive out demons. And then he goes on and lists the name of the 12. Jesus, obviously, he's different than us. He's God.
Yeah.
But he had some understanding of, like, some of these backgrounds, the characters. He'd been watching them. He had seen them working. He had seen them at a tax collector's booth,
Yep.
sitting by the sea, working with their dad.
Yeah.
So he had some stuff about them. But the thing that's so crazy to me is the very next part of Mark chapter 3. It says, after he picks the 12, then he enters into a house, and there's a large crowd, and now his disciples are with him. And there were so many people there that he didn't even get a chance to eat. And then it says his family came, and they presumed that he had kind of lost his mind.
Out of his mind.
Yeah, so like
Yep.
the disciples are like on board following Jesus, and as he shows back up to his hometown, his mom, his brothers, his sister, they're around, and they actually say that they had come there to
Remove him, yeah.
him out of the group because he wasn't doing well, they thought, mentally. And so it just kind of, to me, was just kind of thinking like, you can work with people, you can sit across the table with them, we can work 26 of us together on school campuses, but really getting to know people and knowing what's going on, when we act in God's kingdom and his economy, sometimes we're going to look crazy to the world, and hopefully the world might think that we look crazy because we're presenting the gospel, going to schools, doing what we do. But hopefully we understand each other, and I got to believe that when the disciples were sitting there with Jesus and his parents are outside or his mom's out there trying to get him to come out of there, they're probably thinking to themselves, they think Jesus is crazy. We just followed him as our rabbi.
Yeah.
Are we crazy? Like, where is that?
Yeah.
So I think that we all need to have that kind of thinking about who we have our allegiance to,
Yeah.
and what do we do with that allegiance, and what does the world say about it, and what are you fazed by? So anyway,
Yeah.
that was just a quick little thought. I don't know if you have
That's
anything
good.
to add into that, but
Yeah, I would say too, we gotta walk with the people that we're with. God knows He's sovereign. He knows who He has for us in our season. He put even Judas in
in that
the
group,
midst,
yeah, it's mentioned.
and so Jesus knew full well what was going to happen. And so I'm not saying we have any antichrist. or
Which
anything
one of
like
us
that,
is
but,
Judas? There's 26 of us.
But what I am saying is
That
that
there could be two of them.
There could be two, statistically, yes.
But what I am saying is that God ordained the team that we have now, and we need to work with the team that we have. And this is an episode to encourage you and shine the light a little bit more on some of our staff. It's a fun thing that we did, and we also have a School of Ministry that we're going to be launching here in January. We'd love, if you're interested, to contact us. We have some opportunities for employment. Check us out. You can go to our website, and yeah, it's a fun example, but we real life. What's the word I'm looking for? Real life consequences, not the word I'm looking for, but we're
just
really
the way we
doing
act
ministry.
with each other. Yeah, we're just doing life
Absolutely.
together.
We're
and
doing life together.
we're definitely not
So-
perfect, but we definitely get a chance to see how people respond well with each other. So
Yep.
if you want to come meet the 26 of us and find out all of our quirks to the next level, not just werewolves and Harvard, we'd love for you to come do that. So check us out in January when we start that
Amen.
up.
Anything, Joe Mel, on your side?
Definitely. Like you always mention at the end of the episode, if you do want to get to know more about us, if you're watching these episodes and maybe you live in the San Diego area and you're just like, man, how do I get to be a part of this? It's not hard. It's a pretty low barrier of entry. If you love the Lord and you want to be a part, we would love to get to know you, and feel free to check the information in the links below. But that's all I
Amen.
got to say.
Cool.
You want to sign us off?
Sure. Jesse, anything? Werewolves. I love it. I love it.
Cornbread?
Hey, we are very happy that you watched with us for the UYC show today. If you got comments, questions, observations, please comment. Let us know what you're thinking. Links below as well. Check out our website, uyc.org. Also comment to us at podcast@uyc.org, and let us know how we can be a part of your ministry, how we can encourage you as well.
Like
So,
and subscribe. Share
Yep.
with a friend.
ring that bell. Sneeze.
Once. Excuse me. Right at the end, I was trying to hold it back.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, I think we're down.
Take care, everybody. Good episode.
Cornbread. Cornbread.